Oh, hello. I'm Occupational Click. And thank you, thank you. No, it's funny. The other day, I did a stream. Oh, good. At least we have 8 o'clock. No, I did a stream the other day because I had worked. Yesterday was Thanksgiving in these United States, and I had worked Wednesday into Thursday. Thursday was my day off, but of course, I slept a bit, saw my shrink. I did a grill stream, laid back down, woke up at a weird hour, like Friday morning, Thursday night, Friday morning. Didn't have to work, but I wanted to try to stay up, so I did a stream yesterday. And well, a couple things. You're like 5 or 6 hours ahead of me, and also you lose track of the days work. Well, I do. I lose track of the days working nights. Yeah, right now on the calendar, it's Saturday morning. Remember, I went into work when I punched in last night. It was still Friday. So I'm, a day behind. Anyway, I figured, what? The other day when I was streaming 24 hours ago, I ended my stream around this time. I said, why don't I do a brief stream, for me, early morning stream after work? Because, I'm awake, I'm sober, and there are a few things I wanted to touch upon. Now, I shouldn't be drinking because I might want to go back out. I'm thinking about cutting my hair today, get my hair cut. I'm looking at my calendar. And my what do you call it? My landlord's coming in like 3 weeks. I'm like, shit, there's a bunch of crap to do around this house. But I thought, maybe I'll do a live shave. I was talking about it. I was thinking about it. I'll have one beer. Won't get drunk. Just have one beer. I also want to run out. But the barber shop doesn't open for another couple hours. It's the thing when you get out of work. And it's early morning. Gotta wait for all the shops to open up. Maybe just one little beer. Anyway, now it's funny because this past week, at this place, at this grocery store, I'm not going to buzz my own hair. I don't. I'll go to the barber, have them buzz it, but I'll probably do the beard because if you want the barber to do it, you got to pay him extra. And I don't really. I can shave. Shaving my face is no problem. I don't. If my hair were already short, maybe I would consider buzzing, but it's a shame. My hair feels good. It's nice. It's cold this time of year, but I'm thinking I should probably cut it now. The landlord's coming in a month. It'll grow back in a bit. I don't look like the wild man when he shows up. So, yeah, for me, it's about 7:15. I think your clock's running 5 minutes fast, but yeah. No, I just got home from work. And that's the thing. Part-timers at this job, part-timers are supposed to work 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. 11 to 6. And because it's been so hectic these past 2 weeks with inventory and Thanksgiving, I was staying. They had to punch a code in and punch me out. And I said, you know what? So I was working like 8-9 hours. So I said, great. As soon as this Thanksgiving madness is over, I'll just start, working the 7 hours. Fuck it. It's nice getting home early. I can get stuff done around the house. So what if I'm losing it? Traditionally, all these jobs are always 8 hours. The full-timers, those who are full-time, have 8 hours plus a half-hour lunch. It's state law. So the full-timers work. They come at the same time, 11 p.m. to 7:30 a.m. They get the extra hour plus they have to punch out for a half-hour lunch. So I thought, you know what? Fuck it. This is the first job I've had because it used to be full-time or part-time. Everyone worked an 8-hour shift. I'm like, you know what? Maybe who needs that extra hour? I need the money, but still. Anyway, for this coming week, our schedule starts on Saturday. So tonight, Saturday night, it's the same. I'm part-time. I'm 11 to 6. But the rest of the week, they want me 11 to 7:30, like the full-timers. The other part-time kids are still 11 to 6. For some reason, now they're taking advantage probably because I turned them down for full. Oh, you don't know any of this yet. I got these videos. I still want to put those up. I would get out in the morning and I was recording videos as I drove around. Those drive around videos explaining things. And I do want to upload them. I got to splice things in. I should do that. I mean, if I do that, my brother's going to be like, why aren't you cleaning a bathroom or scrubbing a stove? What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing playing a video? So I should do those videos. But anyway, the point is, just when I made peace with the fact that, who needs a full 8-hour shift? Fuck it. Now, they're working me. Even though I'm not full-time, I turned that down. They're trying to, be Weasley. They're trying to treat me like a full-timer without, even though I turned it down. But anyway, I want to talk about a few things first before I consider or contemplate a live shave. And, where's my phone? Let me get my phone. Hold on. What do you mean copy your... Sorry. Got beer. Copy your hair and beard looks good. Oh, you want me to copy your hair? You're saying my beard looks good. Yeah, it'll always grow back. It will always grow back. We're in the process thereof. No, we did not get a new place yet. No, I turned it down. You didn't see these videos yet. They were, because this place is so screwed up. Their last overnight crew leader retired like a couple months ago. And they can't force the other full-timers to take it, and they can't find any good help. So they said, well, you have experience. You've done this before. You want full-time? And I said, hell no. Hell no. I don't want that, for various reasons. And I'll share this in my video. So I turned it down, but now they're trying to be Weasley. Okay, if you won't take full-time, we'll give them the full-time hours. And I've noticed like in the morning, when the morning people come in, the head grocery guy is always coming up to me. I'm the new guy. He's coming up to me. How'd it go last night? What was the load like? Tell me this, that. I'm like, I'm not your crew leader. I turned that shit down. You got these full-timers here. But, this isn't an honor. This isn't flattering. This is just like Christ. No, but I was actually going to get it buzzed to a 345? Get a 345 buzz and just let it grow back in. I'm thinking about it. Oh, what about you, Totem? You actually moved into that cooperative thing, or your landlord kicked you out too, I think. Or he wanted he was moving to England and he wanted his ex-wife to live there. So are you still at your old place, or have you finally moved into your cooperative franchise thing? Why, thank you. If you say it looks good, I mean, the other night when I was streaming, Dumb and Donda came on, and Dumb said, I think your beard looks good. It's sexy. And I said, I know that, because when I visited him, you didn't see it on camera. He just kept, like I was a fucking cat or something, or a gerbil. He kept, petting me. So he liked my beard, but Donda's like, no, I think you should take it all off. So people have different opinions. Whose do I respect more? The man I met in real life or some chick? The answer is some chick. We never fully get past that, that schoolboy, the girl likes me better this way. I guess it's always ingrained in us. Anyway, we were talking about the other night. Because I'm working nights and Dumb is working days, he and I are active at the same, point in time. He sent me a couple little blurbs last night. There's one I wanted to share with you. So I forgot. I think my phone's charging up, and that will segue into what I wanted to discuss this morning before I attempt a live. I want to do a live shave. Maybe not. Just we were talking about Bigfoot. You know who Bigfoot is. Bigfoot. What had happened was I did a stream about a month or so ago, which, now I've been back to work. Even though I've only been at this job for 3 or 4 weeks, it feels like I've been working here forever. So I can't remember what I did yesterday or a couple days ago. I lose track of what day it is. Yeah, Thanksgiving was 2 days ago. Okay, I believe you. I can't, So anyway, I had a stream. I'll bring it up in a minute. I had the stream, and out of the blue, Grotesque Subhuman, or whatever the hell he calls him, Mr. Guy X Incognito, he left me some messages which seem kind of off point, but I'll share that with you. Why not? We should address that. But what's his name? James left me a message here, and I'll share it with you. It's pertinent.
Yeah, there's just been a Bigfoot sighting. He uploaded on his channel a 14-second test live stream. Watch the ad before he takes it down.
By the time I got this message, I was working.
Thank you for the update about Bigfoot.
Okay. He told me he sent this message to me. I heard the ding on the phone, but I was busy, so I ignored it. Maybe an hour or so later, I looked at it, and this is my response.
Yeah, thank you for the update about Bigfoot. I didn't get to see that 14-second live, but I'll say this, and don't repeat this. He claims that he doesn't watch anybody, or he's just totally aloof. Yet I really think the stream, on my stream last night, you coming on, the others coming on, he's definitely watching, definitely getting inspiration. Me calling him Howard Hughes, I know that definitely got him to think, well, maybe I'll show them. So I think he's lying when he says he's not lurking. He's most certainly lurking. It's nice when he shows up. So maybe we'll get another Todd video infrequently.
Like I had said, this guy Todd, I respect the fact that he doesn't want to be as active. But I compare him to Howard Hughes. I wanted to share who Howard Hughes is and was, because people don't seem to get the Howard Hughes reference. I think some of you still don't get the Bigfoot reference, so it's okay. I'll share Howard Hughes, and we'll go from there. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. The closest I could ever get to him was dumb, and it just wasn't the same. I played grab ass, but it just didn't feel the same. Now, actually, in this case, you're mistaken, because what happens, so I'm trying to tell you, you're not listening, Tote. Pay attention, man. I know you're a broken clock, but try to get right. Like I said, I had done a stream like a month or so ago, forgot about it. And it's always, you get these notifications. When someone leaves a comment, it gives you notification. And I don't get a whole lot of comments. And usually when I get a comment, it's to my most recent video or my most recent stream. It's rare to get comments from like a stream from like a month ago. So I was like, okay, what the hell is this? That's why this is totally out of the blue. I'm like, oh, okay. So I'll share. But first, let's talk about Howard Hughes. Where the hell is it? Here, let's share a picture. Can I share a picture of Howard Hughes? How do I share screen? They always change things. It's been a while since it's down here somewhere. Is it share screen? My door's blowing. Yeah, so you can see how early it is. It's actually nice getting home early, but this is going to go away. I'm going to go back to working the full 8 plus a half-hour lunch bullshit. There we go. This is Howard Hughes. He was born, I guess, in the early 1900s, and he died in the 1970s. And they made what do you call it? They made a movie about him with what's his name, Leonardo DiCaprio. Some time ago, they called it The Aviator. Howard Hughes, he was he flew planes. He had an aviation company. He had medical companies. He was a film director. He was a Chad, a playboy. He dated a lot of famous starlets of his day. He was very active in Hollywood. So, and he was supposedly 6'4". So kind of looks like me. Kind of looks like me if, I had a much better jawline. It just goes to show what a few millimeters of bone can do. I should get a Howard Hughes haircut, but it won't make any difference because, once I take all this off, I do not have, that sort of, let's take a look here, this sort of jawline. See that? I don't know if you can see it. So anyway, he does look like all of us. You especially. You say I'm gay for Todd, but I'm gay for you. I'm gay for Howard Hughes, but he's dead. So Totem, I'm really gay for you. You're just too far from me. But anyway, that's not the point. What I want to talk about. Yes, but let me finish. I remember when that movie came out, whatever year it was. I said to my brother, I said, they're showing Leonardo DiCaprio, this current day Chad, playing this old Chad, or this, Chad of yesteryear. But they only focused on like the 1930s, 1940s. Howard Hughes lived into the 1970s. He was born in the early 1900s, died in the 70s. And the last 20 years of his life, he became a recluse. He went nuts. The public didn't see him. He lived at a hotel in Las Vegas. He had like a penthouse suite. He had an entourage, but he never left his suite. He grew his hair long. He became obsessive. He really went nuts. And there are like no photos of him after a certain year. Like the last 20 years of his life, Howard Hughes, this one-time playboy, we don't have any actual photos of the latter-day Hughes, but after Howard Hughes died, they did a Broadway play about him, and there was an actor by the name of Rip Torn. Yes, that's his name, Rip Torn. Rip Torn's dead now. He died a few years ago. I'll show you a picture of Rip Torn playing what Hughes was said to look like later in life, because people would see him. Some guy found him wandering along the road once, and he just thought he was some old grizzled prospector. He was like really disheveled. So here, let's take a look at that's the real Howard Hughes. Let's see if we can share screen with where is it? Share screen. That's the real Howard Hughes, and this is an artist rendition of what he looked like. For the 20 years we didn't get to see him. Yes, Rip Torn. Yes, that was his name. And there was a famous episode of The Simpsons, where what's his name? Mr. Burns opened up a hotel casino, and it parodied Howard Hughes in his later days. Burns is this billionaire, but now he lives in this casino and he's on the top floor and he's paranoid, microscopic germs. Everyone's coming to get me. If you ever saw an episode of The Simpsons, it was based on the latter years of Howard Hughes, who became a recluse. He went from being a Chad, suave playboy to a complete and total nutcase recluse. And the reason I'm sharing all this, if you think about Todd was never, a millionaire. Todd was never a playboy. Todd was never what Hughes was, because Hughes is one of the richest men on earth during his peak, his prime, like 1930s, 40s. He was one of the richest men on earth. Todd was never that, but in a way, two different heads of the same serpent. Hughes, self-made billionaire. Well, maybe it came from money. I don't know his backstory. Hughes is a billionaire. Todd lives off the government dole. Either way, super rich, super poor, neither man needs anything. Hughes had billions of dollars, and Todd, everything was paid for by the government. So in a sense, like I always said, if you can't win the lottery, the next best thing is, being on the government dole. It's either the extreme rich or the extreme poor. And Todd is comparable to Howard Hughes in that sense, in that regard. And they're both 6'4", apparently. Maybe the height, maybe the weather up there is a bit different and starts getting with people. But it seems like Todd is turning into a Howard Hughes sort. So I'm gonna share these posts. I think he messaged me or left these comments like a week or so ago, and the stream itself is 3 or 4 weeks old. And I was like, huh. So I'll share those in a minute. But where were we here? That's the chat saying. Yeah, I don't know if that was his real name or not, but Rip Torn, yes. Rip Torn, yes. He played, he's dead. He died a few years ago. He played Freddy Got Fingered. Daddy, would you like some sausage? Daddy, would you like some sausages? He played Tom Green's father. And apparently also he played Howard Hughes later in life. Okay, so a downside of becoming a recluse. So, all right, where were we here? Yes. Okay, so Howard Hughes, Chad, playboy, billionaire. Todd, living on the government dole, but both 6'4", both have all their needs met, and both can be left alone to go nuts. So, all right, this is what I was getting at originally. Where was it? Okay, so this. How do I share screen again? Hold on. Okay, this was the stream here, and let's see here. Let's see what he says here. I don't know how well you can read this. Maybe I should zoom in somehow. Hold on. No, you say I'm obsessed. I actually forgot about this stream. Let's take a look. When was the stream from? October 23rd. It's now November. Today it's November 28th? Today is the 29th. I lose track of the days. 29th. This is over a month ago, and he didn't get back to me. That's why it piqued my interest, because I haven't heard. I forgot all about this stream, and like I'm getting a response to it like I don't know a month later. So I thought I'd share this and why I make the Howard Hughes comparison, for better or for worse. Yes, that guy. They made a movie about his glamorous Chad life. They conveniently ignored the last 20 years where he was insane and a hermit and a recluse living, and afraid of Mr. Burns, Mr. Burns in the casino episode was based on Howard Hughes's later days. Oh, that's what you meant by mewing? I thought you meant the place where Todd lives, but who cares? The point is, where was I? Okay. So again, a month after I stream this, forgot about it. I got an alert on my phone. Oh, you got a new message or a new comment or some shit. And like probably I figured it was my most latest stream or my most latest video. So I'm like, oh, that video was like a month ago. Who's this? So it was, let's see here. Let's see, where is it? Todd, this is Mr. X Guy Incognito. Please do not visit me. I do not want to meet anyone, man, woman, for any reason. It's nothing personal. I am a hermit. Please respect this. Thank you. And this kind of pissed me off, not because I want to meet Todd, because I flat out said I didn't, because the guy didn't even understand what I was getting at. So I'm like, please don't meet me. Thank you. I'm like, what the fuck is this idiot talking about? So I responded to him. So he says, please don't meet me. Thank you. I said, thank you for the reply. I have no concrete plans of visiting you ever. In fact, I thought I said as much in this stream, which I did. But this stream was over 4 weeks ago. What was it I said that spooked you? More importantly, Did you actually watch the segment about you? Where did your 45th birthday video come from? It's relatively new, yet it was only available on archive channels. How did you share it with the world, and how did so few know about it? Because that's what piqued my interest. How does he have this video and none of us saw it? So that's what I was. That's the stream. What the stream was is there was a recent video of Todd, not in his channel, but an archive channel. And I just played it. And I said, okay, and I addressed, if he wants to be, I still respect his philosophy. And if he wants to be left alone, that's cool. For him to come out of the blue a month later and say, please don't visit me, that's not even what this stream was about. So I'm like, the fuck, That's true, but he doesn't always seem to get the message. Yes, Todd Hughes. Anyway, where was I? So let's go back. So he responds to me again. He goes, I found this stream by searching my name. Okay, fair enough. It was called Responses to Dumb and Grotesque Subhuman, Todd Thundercock. I didn't put that there to get his attention. I did that there just to make it clear who I was speaking about in case some, starlings get confused. Wait, who's Grotesque Subhuman? I think he's best known as Todd. So anyway, the point is, he says, I found this stream by searching my name. Despite what everyone says, I don't watch anyone regularly. Okay. That's fine. Too cool for school. Also, I gave someone a half-arsed video because he bought me stuff and really wants me to upload. I might make videos again. I don't know. Probably not because lazy. All right, fair enough. That's all fair enough. Well and good, I guess. But he didn't really answer the question. I wonder if, was the video up publicly very briefly? Was it a private video? A private video he didn't share. Like it's on his channel, but he never made it public. He shared it with that one guy who I believe is what's his name? I'm assuming it's Fat Link, one of those weirdos who runs that incel.is or whatever it is now, .co.is. One of the incel board moderators, his name is Fat Link, and he was always buying Todd a bunch of shit and writing stupid letters about, these long-winded, like poetic, but like pseudo-poetic letters. So I'm assuming he made that video for Fat Link. But here's the thing. Here's what's interesting. In that video, he didn't say, hi, Fat Link, it's my birthday, how are you? He still addressed it as if he was addressing a whole audience. So even if that was allegedly made for one person, deep down, I think Todd wanted to speak to all of us, despite the whole too cool for school thing. Just to say, I always said he's got his weird Spurg hang up about, I can't have a footprint. It's like, you can do a video sporadically. It's like, what the hell? So I wrote back to him one more time in case there was any confusion. I said, Mr. X, I said, listen, believe me, I'm well aware you don't watch things regularly. Honestly, I wasn't entirely sure you were even aware of this stream, but thank you for taking the time to reply. The reason I asked if you watched this particular stream, or at least the part about you, is because your comments here, your seeming concerns, are the antithesis of what I actually said. Here are the sound bites if you can spare a few precious seconds. And I'll play these sound bites in a minute. Again, if you invest just a few seconds, you'd realize who and what I am and what I believe. What you write here makes me think you really don't get me. What you're writing here, these comments, please don't visit me. You really don't get me. And I leave it with, my name isn't White Computer Power or DBF or gasp. Dumb. I'm occupational click Spurg. So I can see Howard Hughes is getting a little nutty in his reclusiveness. It's like nothing I said in this video. I was just saying, oh, here's a cool video. Here. Let's jump to it here. Look here. I said, I don't want to bother the guy. He wants to be left alone. I'll leave him alone. I flat out say this. And what else? Here's right here. No, he was brilliant. Yeah, he was great. So the whole point of the video, I flat out say, it's nice to see a video from Todd again, even if it's only once in a blue moon. I have no desire to visit this guy. I'll respect his wishes, but I still think he's a great philosopher. So his comments were totally off base about, please don't visit me. That's not even what I said. You could have taken like fucking, it was basically just that if you'd taken a minute of your life, you'd realize how stupid these comments are. And these comments, they're popping up like a month after I even did this. So I had to go back and think, like, what did I say in this video? Like, what did I say? So I made it clear again. I'm not White Computer Power or DBF or dumb. I'm occupational click fucking Spurg. I can see, but this is where I get to the whole Howard Hughes thing, where I think, where are we here? Todd is sort of losing his mind, and he's gone from Chad to, and again, I know Todd was never literally a Chad, but he's going to go from relatively grounded person to fucking delay to share screen to this. Yes. Anyway, that's he's getting to Howard Hughes territory. Stay away from me. I don't want you visiting me. No one near me. Dude, I didn't even. If I had said I'm going to go visit Todd, then fine. But that's not even what I fucking said. So it's like, I think he's losing his mind. But again, he didn't. Even if that video was just a private video for one person, he's still presented as if it were a generic video. I think he knew others would be watching, and I think there's still that part of him that wants to occasionally communicate, and for his sake and for all our sakes, I think he should before he turns into fucking, this. Have I played Doom? It's been years. I had with the Sega Genesis, I had the 32X clip-on. That doesn't work anymore. I might still have it somewhere. It doesn't work anymore. And I actually had the Doom video game cartridge. See, I played Doom when I was a teenager. I haven't played it in years. There might be newer versions. I don't know. Doom's been around for a long time. I have not played Doom in a long time. And what does that have to do with? I'm talking something important here. Oh, well. That was our Bigfoot sighting. And, let me put the phone. Okay. So, do people get what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if this guy was a billionaire and Todd is just some, government dole. You got these tall fags who come from privilege, whether they made their own money or the government gives the money. And then they snap and they become reclusive and they start getting weird ideas in their head. So in a way, Bigfoot, Todd, Grotesque, Subhuman, he's like he's turning into Howard Hughes before our very eyes. The latter day Howard Hughes. You people. But now it might be time. Maybe I will do this live shave. What are we thinking? It's going to be half-assed, but I'll do it. I like to always touch it up in the bathroom. Maybe do You asked me this a moment ago. I already answered this question. Are we behind? Is something wrong with the? I don't get it. I asked you about. Did you move out of your apartment into your cooperative franchise yet? You didn't answer me, but you're asking me redundant questions now. Yes, and you're right. I'm not Howard Hughes. I'm Elvis. Close enough. Close enough. All right. So, any serious questions about Howard Hughes or Todd Thundercock? The aviator or the grotesque subhuman, either or. Any questions about that and how, and Dumb said, I felt sad for you. That was so mean. You said, don't visit me. I'm like, you don't get me either, Dumb. I never had any plans to visit Todd. If Todd says don't visit me, fine. Well, who knows? Maybe he's crying out for help. But the point is, what pissed me off was it's almost like you ever when you're a kid in school and you didn't read the book or you didn't read the assigned reading, and the teacher pops a quiz, and so you start writing bullshit just because you have to write something, and the teacher can read it and say, "This guy clearly didn't read." This isn't school. You don't have to write something if you don't understand what's going on. So when Todd wrote, "Please don't visit me," I'm like, why are you even? At least either watch some of the stream and know what it's about. Don't just make assumptions, or don't comment. Go fuck yourself. So it was just like your comment is so off base and clearly you don't get me. But it's okay. I guess, if you get knee bucks and you become this reclusive, Howard Hughes. Well, then you should be fully grounded right now because I haven't said anything boring this whole stream. This is an action-filled, black-pilled stream. Damn you. I don't do this, okay, so yes. Yes. Show of hands, seriously. Was this a good stream or was this a bad stream? Okay, so I based on the applause, Totem, you're the one dissenter. I think this was a pretty good. Thank you. Okay, but it's the kind of thing where when I start talking, hey, shut the fuck up already. Anyway, so all right, it's time for a shave. Do I want to shave? Well, maybe. Let me think about this. Where the hell's? Oh, here it is. Okay. Just one more. That'll be it. Because I don't want to get drunk. I want to go back out in like an hour or two. I want to stay up a little bit. So, where did I put my... I'm going to use this. Hold on. I do have some trimmers I could trim, but I was thinking, fuck it. I haven't seen my bare face below the lips in quite a spell. Maybe there's a reason for that, but we can make this work. So, I also need to change of clothes. See, this thing's all stained up. But all right, so let's see what I can do. I've never done this, live using my image in the camera here as my mirror. So we'll see how this turns out. Give me a sec. I don't want to make too much of a mess. I have lost weight. I'm still fat, but not as fat, Trying to get this damn thing. There we go. Yeah, I got those trimmers, but what the hell? Because I want to see how quickly it grows back. It'll grow back in, and we'll see how it grows back. I don't plan to be barefaced, for the rest. I'm going to bareface now and let it grow back in and see how I want to grow. I'll have a beard again. I promise. The hell? I don't know where the trimmer guard. The trimmer guard's out there somewhere. I don't feel like finding the trimmer guard. Shit, I got to plug. Hold on. I got to find an outlet. Okay. An occupational shave. But first, I don't have to. I got this old dumpy tub thing. I guess the overflow will go into here. Shit, I want to move this. Oh, Jesus Christ. It'll only be temporary off grid. You won't be gay for me for like 2-3 weeks, and then you'll be like, wow, your beard's coming in again. You look sexier than before. You as sexy as this is now, it'll be even sexier when you watch it come back in. Trust me. And if you don't like it, I'll never shave it again, sweetie. What is this? Hold on. Because I actually wanted to experiment. I wanted to... Yes, off grid. We're going to experiment together. What I wanted to do... Did I plug it in? All right. What I wanted to do was this. I was going to... women, beard or not, women don't like me. So what do the men think? They say keep it. Well, I'm going to keep the stubble and send it to you. Let's do this. I've never done this. This is going to be a mess. Well, first, let me do what I always do. That's how I touch up the unibrow and up here. So even if I were going to stop right now, that's what I would touch up, and I would do a little soul, patch. So that's my touch up. I can stop right there. That would just be the touch up. That's where I would end it. Oh, it snowed in upstate New York. We're supposed to maybe get like a snowy, rainy mix in a few days, but cold today. It was in the 20s when I got out. I had to warm the car up. Got out of work. But no snow this far south yet. Yeah, maybe next time I'll trim. I've never done this before. You know those people who've got like a stash, But then I've always, sometimes I have a mustache into a goatee, or just a goatee by itself, either or, like, hippie lip or naked lip, but always hair on the chin. I've never had a bare chin, but look at that. I wanted to experiment. There we go. How's that? Maybe I'll stop there. Maybe this will be the new me. Oh, that's crap. It's amazing how gray it looks, gray and white, when I take it off. On my face, it doesn't look quite that gray, I don't think. But when you buzz it off, look at that. Okay, let's stop there. I should get a picture, send to my... I've never done this before. What do we think? Do I keep this? I can trim this part. Where did I put the phone? I was just playing that message. Damn it. Hold on. Jesus Christ. Oh, here it is. Duh. Okay, so let me tell you, I'll take a picture, send it to my brother. Do you think I usually trim the stash. Maybe I should keep the stash overly bushy. I was never able to grow a right proper mustache. And it's good because, during my generations upcoming, mustaches on men were weird. They were sort of like old man mustache. Like in the 70s, you had Burt Reynolds. Burt Reynolds rocked the stash. And I guess Magnum, 70s into the 80s. But by the time I was a teenager and all throughout my 20s, you could either do a beard, do a goatee stash, or just a goatee. No one. I mean, when I was in my teens and 20s, nobody. I wasn't even trying to fit in. I just didn't even think. I thought of mustaches for like old people. I love Burt Reynolds as an actor, but him and Magnum and the brawny towel guy, it was seen as like the stash was seen as old hat. Now I'm seeing these fucking kids with peach fuzz trying to grow just mustaches. Mustaches were not in vogue in my younger days. But so I couldn't grow a stash like Burt Reynolds or what's his name? Tom Selleck. I just couldn't do it. You see under here, I can never grow hair up in here. And so my mustache by itself isn't very impressive. I'm trying. Who is like one of like, this is Spinal Tap. Yeah, it was for years it was not in style. Like when I was in my 20s, no male, a few ladies might have had mustaches that they didn't want, but no guy would even think to grow a stash by itself. If you had a stash, it meant you had hair underneath as well. Hair on your chinny chin chin. Okay. So let me get a picture of me. I kind of look. I feel like it's like, it's like London in like the 1800s. Jack the Ripper is going around. I'm the constable. Yes, the Ripper has struck again. Should I get down to mutton chops? What do we think? What do we? Maybe I'll keep this. I'll have this ridiculous look. We keeping the look? Off grid. Is this sexy? Do you like this? Does this turn you on, or is this just this isn't working? Or like Hamilton, Joe Franken Reynolds. Don't pull your love out on me, baby. If I do, then I think that maybe I'll just lay me down. Cry for 100 years. Don't pull your love out on me, honey. Take my heart, my soul, my money. No. I'm trying to get a picture like this. So this is the best of both worlds. I got the facial hair, but you can still see some of my beautiful, beautiful Greek god jawline down here. So it's the best of both worlds. This is kind of funny. I like it. I'm keeping this. This is my new style. This is the new me. Okay. Keep it. Well, first things first. I will have to trim the stash. The stash is kind of... God. The stash is... All right. Like, that's the problem. The hair keeps getting in my mouth. But now, like I said, I can never grow much of a stash. And now that I've trimmed it down, it's no longer in my mouth, which is good. But you see how it looks even more pitiful. It was pitiful before, but it looked caterpillary. This looks like super pitiful. Shit. God, it's all in my mouth. One of my heroes couldn't really grow a stash, so he rocked this distinct style. That man, of course, was Charlie Chaplin. Brilliant, the brilliant Charlie Chaplin. So maybe I'll do the Charlie Chaplin stash. What do you guys think? Okay, I'll do this. Maybe I took a little too much off and said, I'll do the Charlie Chaplin stash. Okay. I like this. They belong in you. It's like... They have these mutton chops. So yeah, like I said, I can't do the Tom Selleck, Burt Reynolds thing. I mean, if I could, I'd try it, but I can never grow much. And even if I could, back like I said, when I was growing up, no guy wore a mustache. So the best I can do now is the Charles Chaplin. You can see me. I'll do black and white. It'll be silent. I'll kill the sound. Yeah, like okay. What do you think? I should take this off too. I look more like Charlie Chaplin without this crap. Okay, cool. We'll do Charlie Chaplin. I think I'll just switch hands here. Yes, Did you space that again? I said I got to change this shirt, which is good. I haven't washed it yet. Great. So if it gets all full with hair, who cares? This shirt has to be changed. I acknowledge that before I even started. Pay attention, man. Come on. So I'm having a hard time doing this. So I know that what's his name? Off Grid was a little upset, But I think in the end, he'll find my Charlie Chaplin mustache much more sexy. Look at this gorgeous Charlie Chaplin stash. How can you not find this instantly better? Look at me. I should be like singing and dancing and, you know. Yes. Yes, this is the new me. From now on, you know, maybe like Stan and Ollie. I got a little derby hat. Do. I told you you'd learn to love it. Look at me. I'm gorgeous. I am like a fucking super sexy beast. Oh, this is hot. This is sexy. Get a picture of myself. Oh, this is funny. Okay, so this is the new me. Off-Grid didn't think he'd like it, but it turns out he loves it. This is me. I'm so sexy. Like before, I was just some guy you'd listen to. Now I'm a guy you would pay money to see me on the silver screen. You would pay money to see me, you know. You would come to a rally, you know, if I were like giving a speech and you'd want to listen to every word I was saying. See, we're all lookists, and this look completes me. I may not have the, you know, I may have all this glub, but this little stash, it completes the glub. Oh my God, this is me. Now you know who and what I am. Now you see. Now you see for yourselves. Yeah, Charlie. I look just like Charles Chaplin. Look at me. All right. So what else do we want to talk about? We talked about Howard Hughes. We shaved. We talked about Charlie Chaplin. I think I can make it an hour because I do want to go out in a bit and get a haircut. I'll walk in and say, give me the Chaplin. Maybe I should keep my hair. I can never outcompete you with glub. I could never outcompete you. You bested me when it comes to glub. Okay, I think we've accomplished all there is to accomplish. I think I'm looking damn sexy. We're talking like Chad adjacent here. I'm like Charlie Chaplin. He was one of the sexiest men alive. Oh my God. I feel like I can take on the world. I can act. I can orate. This thing makes me feel so. It's a little lopsided. Probably took a little too much off on this side because next time. There we go. Okay, now we discussed this earlier. You might not have been here from that. You can go back and watch. You should watch because we addressed the Bigfoot sighting. Dumb sent me the here. I'll play this one more time. Oh, maybe I'll mention this one more time. Hold on.
Yeah, there's just been a Bigfoot sighting. He uploaded on his channel a 14-second test live stream. Watch it now before he takes it down.
Yeah, so cool. Yeah, thank you for the update about Bigfoot. I didn't get to see that 14-second live, but I'll say this. Don't repeat this. He claims that he doesn't watch anybody. He's not here. He's just totally aloof. Yet I really think the stream, on my stream last night, you coming on, the others coming on, he's definitely watching, definitely getting inspiration. Me calling him Howard Hughes, I know that definitely got him to think, well, maybe I'll show them. So I think he's lying when he says he's not lurking. He's most certainly lurking. It's nice when he shows up. So maybe we'll get another Todd video infrequently.
Yeah, so anyway, I just respond how, Todd left some comments on an old stream of mine. And based on what he was saying, it was clear he doesn't understand who and what I am. So I clarified, he said, please don't visit me. And I'm like, dude, I never said I was visiting you. I did like one of those reaction the stream, his birthday stream, which was on an archive channel. I shared it and I said, here, it's nice to see Todd again. I can respect his privacy. He wants to be left alone. I respect that. I just don't understand why, he's got this hang up. He can post infrequently. Todd wrote back a month later saying, please don't visit me. I'm like, that's not even what I was talking about. I showed him the highlights where I said, I respect your right to want to be alone. And I just admire you as a philosopher. And I explained, my name isn't, I use these like white computer power, whoever the fuck that asshole was, or DBF or dumb. My name is Occupational Click Spurg. So clearly, but like Howard Hughes, I think Howard Hughes is a billionaire playboy Chad who went nuts. Todd, is on the government dole, but he also went nuts. These people they want for nothing. Howard Hughes because he was a billionaire. Todd because he's on the government dole. Lucky son of a bitch. Can't win the lottery. Get on the government dole. But I'm saying they're both tall fags, and Todd is getting into Howard Hughes territory. For his own sanity, he should every so often have a video or a stream. Nothing in stone, no commitments. Once in a blue moon, who cares? Every 4 or 5 months, fuck it. He's got some weird hang up, like Howard Hughes, about, oh no, I can't have a digital footprint. It's got to be this, that, this. It's his fucking Spurg hang up. I even talked about that in the stream. Let's go back and watch that stream. We look at Howard Hughes, who went from this. Yeah, I think I look like Howard Hughes, but I don't have as good a jawline. See, that's what a few millimeters of bone will do. He got that, and then he turned into, even though this isn't him, this is because we don't know what he looked. There were very few public photos of him in the last 20 years of his life, but the hell is it? Damn it. Yeah, he went nuts in his reclusiveness. Didn't want to leave his little penthouse. Todd is going, in that direction. Okay, so we've accomplished quite a bit. Yeah, Charlie Chaplin. Now the hair. What do I do about the hair? I need some suggestions. There are at least 9 of you here. Does anyone have anything to say? Okay, the answer is no. All right. Keep the hair, buzz the hair, halfway hair. I'm keeping the Charlie Chaplin stash. I think that this is me. I'm Charlie Chaplin from now on. Yes, I like that. I'm Emo Chaplin. I like that. Emo Chaplin. I shaved. That's an accomplishment in its own right. Oh, I shared, the Bigfoot sighting and the Howard Hughes thing. These are all accomplishments in their own right, Yes. In fact, let me upload this video. Maybe I'll do that. I'll go mess around because I do want to go out. I need another hour before the barbershop opens. I'll start uploading some of those videos. Give me a few, I'll do one, do another. Like I said, when I would get the past couple of weeks, I would driving home from work. I was doing videos, recording the road, flipping, recording me, and I explain everything. So I don't repeat it all. I'll just upload the damn videos if and when I get a chance. So. Well, it's not really drastic. My hair grows fast. If I buzz this off, it'll come back in pretty quickly. PDQ, pretty damn quick. You know what I mean? So, plus it looks better. That's the problem. So many of you incels, if you just, changed your hair or changed your beard, you'd be a sexy beast like me. Look what I did. Go back to the beginning of the stream what I look like. Now look at me. Look how sexy I am now. So, of course. Just get a haircut, bro. Just shave, bro. I'm going to go take a shower. I'll be super duper sexy. So far, so good. I'll share that. I've become like the white shadow. It's a bunch of little niggers, but they respect me because I know what I'm doing. They're begging me to take the managers are begging me to take full time, and it's not an honor. I said no, I don't want to be full time. But now they're trying to like weasel. They're trying to make me a full timer, like give me full time responsibility without taking full time hours. I'm like fuck this shit. But the niggers so far have been polite-ish because they're so dead. The store, it's desperate. I explain all this. I'll put it in the videos. I'll put the videos. Watch the videos. Okay, so I think we've accomplished quite a bit here. I saw Totem. Totem, you and I haven't had any good quality time in quite a while. So that's an accomplishment. You and I being able to like, interact. Because you might have been here on my last stream, but it was just too much chaos. I was doing that panel. I was trying to talk to like 4 different people. So now I had my one-on-one time with Totem and Off Grid, whom I've missed dearly. You know I love you. I'll explain the video. There's various reasons. First of all, no, I don't want to go into all this now. In a grocery store, Sunday, or for us, Saturday night, is a special night. So the hours on that day don't count. Part-time is also 40 hours or can be 40 hours. There's just no guarantee. So I've been working like 48 plus hours. It's not about the hours. Once you're full-time, you're guaranteed. They can't cut you. They can't shave you down. You're guaranteed shave, no pun intended. You're guaranteed the 40 plus the Sunday, but they own you. Why didn't this happen? It's like, I'm just a fucking part-timer. And I don't, if I want to eventually quit and, try to get neat bucks, I don't want to have a fucking full-time job. Right now, I'm just a part-timer. They're giving me full-time hours because they're so fucking desperate since the old crew leader retired a few months ago. But I'm like, I'm not taking this. It's like, go fuck yourselves. But not really. These jobs, right now it's okay, but it was one of the same company, a nigger bitch tried to run me over. A different company, a dude strangled me in a liquor store. I've had hard-ass bosses so far because these are all young kids and like they don't know their asses from their elbows. No one seems to give a shit. But I've had all kinds of problems in these quote-unquote low-stress jobs. They're not always low-stress. So far, this one is just time-consuming and demanding, but no social problems yet. Well, I've been full-time before. And last time I was full-time for this company, it was a fucking disaster. I'm never going that road again. I didn't say I've never been full-time. I'm talking about this place here. I'm like, no, I don't want to be full-time again. You're not paying attention. Get out of the meeting. Excuse yourself to go to the bathroom. Sit there on the shitter and listen to me, Totem. Oh, were you talking to someone else? I get confused. Oh, well. I thought you were talking to me. No, I've been full-time before and it was a disaster. As soon as you take full-time, they own you. It's like everything that goes wrong. Plus, there's the whole white-black thing. The white managers feel comfortable yelling at a white guy. They don't want to get in trouble being racist. So I know I'm going to get like a ton of shit. I'm like, I don't need this. I'm part-time. You're giving me full-time hours anyway. The raise, the difference, I think, you get like not even a $2 raise, like $1.75 raise. This just really ain't worth it. I'm like, there's no incentive to take full-time. Well, you bought into, if I understand correctly, you were renting up until recently. You were a renter, and at some point, you can tell us when. Was it last month or the month before? You moved into a kind of like a cooperative apartment building where you technically own your apartment. He owns it, but it's a co-op. What we in America would call a co-op, where, yeah, you own your apartment. You don't have a landlord per se, but everyone who has an apartment there owns the building together. And there's like a homeowners association, HOA. I don't know what the Swedish or Norwegian terms are, but Totem, quote unquote, owns, but still has to pay all these fees and dues. It's a cooperative apartment building. He owns his cooperative, but so he's kind of quasi renting. He doesn't have like his own property, like his own like little parcel of land or whatever. He owns. He doesn't have a landlord, but the HOA becomes like the de facto landlord, because you can't just say I own this apartment, I don't want to pay the HOA. You have to pay the whatever you call it there, homeowners association. You have to pay him. So you have, if not a landlord, you have that entity. You've got to financially satisfy. Presumably once a month, unless you do like quarterly dues or something, but you're paying the HOA the way you'd normally be paying a landlord. Same difference. I don't know if it's government subsidized or not. You can ask him. I don't know if it's a government subsidized thing. It might be. Like maybe the city of Stockholm said we need, X amount of. He's in Oslo. Oslo said we need X amount of cooperative from where. I don't know the whole backstory. You can ask him. I'll finish my beer and I'll get off because I don't want to get drunk. And I might take a shower now that I've shaved, and I will go from there. God, I'm sexy. Man, I would make out with me if I could. I always say I'd be a fag for dumb or a fag for totem. No, I would be a fag for me. My God, I'm gorgeous. My God, I'm sexy. You people should be lucky that I'm streaming for your, visual entertainment. I'm eye candy. You're probably correct. Ask him. Tell him, answer the question. Get out of your meeting. What do you do at work all day? Just a meeting after meeting after meeting? You don't actually do anything productive. It's just meetings. Okay. I'm jelly. I'd love to be subsidized by mommy and daddy. Because that's what Todd did. He was subsidized by his parents until the government subsidized him. I'm jealous. I would have loved to have done that. My parents. Hey, I would love that if I had that choice in life. I'd say, Mom, Dad, I'm going to live here, be a neat. But don't worry, I won't be draining you forever. In a few years, when I get neat bucks, I'll just go into the government dole and move into a sectioning department. I would love to. That would be. Looking back, I wish I could have done my life over. Okay. No, you're now the second coolest. You were the coolest when the stream started, but now I am the coolest. I look like Charlie Chaplin. You don't look like Charlie Chaplin. I do. I'm cooler than you now because of the way it's all about looks. I look like Charles Chaplin. When I die, they'll probably steal my body because I'm Charles Chaplin. I'm Charlie Chaplin, man. Or they won't be able to identify it or something. I don't know. Something's going to happen with my body. My dead corpse is going to be hot shit. I can tell you that. People will be debating it for years. My dead corpse. People will be debating it for years. Exactly, bro. Just shave off all the shit and show how gorgeous you are underneath. Exactly, bro. Okay. Well, I'm super fucked. M and I. I'm super fucked. If your parents are stupid and poor, you will be too, yes. It's funny. There's actually generational loss. Like, it's kind of like if you think about a cassette tape. You record a CD onto a cassette, quality is lost. You then take that cassette and record it to another cassette, another generation's lost. My father was still sexy enough to seduce my mother. They're both fuck-ups, but he was a fuck-up who was able to get a fuck-up. This next generation, me and my siblings, are even more fucked up that I can't even get a fucked up wife to have another fucked up kid with. So there's generational loss. You hate the Chad beard fakers who try to create. Well, that would be Off-Grid, who kept saying I need to keep a Chad beard. He said, "Don't shave it. You look too ugly. Try it." I'm like, "No, I'm not hiding anything anymore. This is me. I'm finally me." Edgar Allan Poe. I also kind of look like Edgar Allan Poe. Quote the Raven, nevermore. Or John Wilkes Booth. Didn't John Wilkes Booth have one of these stashes? I look like John Wilkes Booth or Edgar Allan Poe or Charlie Chaplin. I don't see George Lucas. He's kind of fat, tubby, gray. Me, I'm a skinny. I don't see George Lucas at all. You know something? Broken Clock. As much as I love Off-Grid and as sexy as I think he is and as great as his beard looks, he should be bold like me. It'll grow back. It will grow back. You're half Arab. If I can grow a beard, you can grow a beard. You got your daddy's hair growing genes. And you'll watch me over the coming weeks. My hair will grow back pretty quickly. I think you're right. Off-Grid should take a chance, buzz it off for us all to see, and then if he doesn't like it, in a few weeks, he'll start growing back in. Within a month, he'll have a beard again. So I think you're right. I think Off-Grid, I think you should take Totem's challenge and just do what I just did. Shave like me. We'll both be Charlie Chaplins, and you can, you know. How is that possible? My beard will grow back pretty quickly. I mean, it takes too long. I'm surprised. You said you're half Arab. They're pretty hairy. You must take after your mother's, you know, side when it comes to growing hair. But well, Dev Pike says Off-Grid's whole personality is leveraged on his Chad beard. It seems. Well, from now on, my personality will be leveraged on my Charlie Chaplin mustache. I am Charlie Chaplin. When I speak, you listen. I am a great orator, a great performer. You will listen to me. Yes, my whole personality is now my Charlie Chaplin mustache. Let's see here. Yeah, I can't be. I'm never going to be Howard Hughes, but now I can be. Let's bring a picture of Charlie Chaplin. Trying to find one I like. These are all kind of shitty. Well, you know what he looks like. Here we go. This one's good. I need that hat. What we would call a derby hat. A Derbyshire hat, derby hat. I think he would have called it a bowler. Here, let's share screen. There we go. I need a little hat. I got my hair cut like his. Some ruffles on the side, a little hat. Now you're just punching down like a narky. I would say narcy, you say narky. Dev, one problem with OC. He has none of the talent of Chaplin. You're just punching down. You're just trying to punch down. Yeah, maybe I'm not that talented, but you're here watching. People watch Chaplin on the screen. You're watching me on your screen. You're just punching down like a narky. You are a narky! We can have a beautiful, great, glorious civilization. A new dawning of a great Aryan race. But it's you, people like you, who bring us down. Man, this mustache is bringing out the good in me, I must say. Damn straight. I'm not as good as Chaplin. I'm better than Chaplin. Off-Grid gets it. He's a Chad. Dev Pike is a narky. He's a narky. Yes, I referenced them to Stan. I think it was Oliver Hardy. He was fat though. I'm getting fat, but I gotta gain some more weight to reach, Ollie Hardy, Well, let's see. Where's the evidence? It speaks for itself. I have nothing to prove because, hey, you can go back and watch my repertoire. It speaks for itself. And I think it's great you're experimenting, Dev, with AI and stuff, and I think you'll get there. That's meant to be encouraging. But I'm not, I can't just say, hey, man, what a great video, ha, 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 when it's not that funny. It's like when a little kid comes home from school, Mommy, I made some finger paint. In school today, we made finger paint. Oh, that's great. We'll put it up on the refrigerator. Maybe I'll be an artist when I grow up. It's like, okay, I feel like I have to patronize you. Just because you're upset that I think your stuff sucks, I think you have potential to get better. It just takes work. We're not all naturally good at these things. I think you have the potential to get better in time. But right now, you're just not that good. I think that's what this is coming. Your narcy ego has been hurt. So I understand, but you need some tough love. You need someone to tell it to you straight. I am to YouTube what Chaplin was to black and white, early movies. I sneeze. Excuse me, I had to sneeze, and I don't want to mess up my Chaplin stash, so, Well, I think the litmus test is if people still keep coming back for more, you must be doing something right. Not a lot of people watch me, but I've got my regulars, among them you. So, I must be doing something to bring you back. Admit it. Okay. Yeah, Edgar Allan Poe, kind of. What do you want me to explain? I'm right here. What am I explaining to you? Why I think your stuff sucks? Because it does. I think you have potential, but like I was trying to tell you yesterday, you've got, what's his name? DBF as an Australian news anchor, what we would call an anchor. An anchor isn't just a reporter. An anchor is the person who sits behind the desk. Tonight is the news. Let's go through the bullet points. And now we'll go to the street. The reporter's out there on the street. The anchor stays in the studio. So you have him as an anchor, or whatever you guys call, whatever the equivalent is. You have him as an Australian anchor, but he doesn't have an Australian accent. It doesn't really go anywhere. Come up with it's a work in progress. It's a draft. It's a scrap. It's not a complete thing. Yes, Edgar Allan Poe. I shall be your pope. You shall bow down to me. My hair is getting good in the back. Look at that, isn't it? All right, it's going at 8:30. Hopefully the barbershop opens at 9:30. I'm not sure. So I should probably wind this down. Well, let's ask the audience, because Dev Pike says I suck. What do you guys think? Round of applause. Thank you. It's great that some people. It's great that some people like to keep coming back. Guys, okay. I appreciate all the love, but we don't. Some of us have talent, some of us don't. It can't be taught. You either have that it factor, or you don't. I mean, I know talentless narkies, like to attack talented people. When a narky is told, "I'm sorry, man, you're just not that talented," how dare he say that? You don't have talent either. Okay, if saying that makes you feel better, go ahead, talentless narky. I get it. Okay. See, he's got his blessing from the Church of Mensa, so we can't argue with genius because Mensa is not to be questioned. Okay, then that's my opinion, man. Maybe I just don't get good artwork. Maybe it's me. Maybe the problem is I don't have the intellectual capacity for brilliance. I like simple things like Mebanks just makes me laugh. His artwork, socially, he's very questionable. How he's very much the normie. He'll bring up a point and shy away. He's all worried about social standing. I have my criticism of Mebanks. So if we're talking about artwork, his stuff makes me laugh. Your stuff, doesn't do anything for me. So maybe it's me. It's not you. It's me. Your stuff is brilliant. Everyone else here is cracking up at, I don't know, me. Cassandra playing the piano with the Sydney. Hey, that's fucking hilarious, man. I'm dying laughing. Okay. So anyway, I think we've had. I'm happy to hear that. And as you know, Donna and Dumb are like the greatest litmus test. If they'll laugh at that, because they're intellectual geniuses who they know real art. So yes, I'm happy for you. I'm just a peasant who knows nothing. I'm just Charlie Chaplin, man. I'm just here trying to be silly, have fun. So I can't compare to the great art critics that are Dumb and Donda, right? Okay, so. Well, I didn't say it was bad. I said it's incomplete. It's just incomplete. I don't sit above them. I'm dead serious. They laughed. I didn't. Clearly, they're above me. I just don't get it. It's not you. It's me. It's not them. It's me. It's me. Okay. Your artwork is wonderful because everyone else says so. Therefore, my opinion shouldn't matter. You have nothing to prove to me. I'm just some dum-dum. What do I know? I'm Charlie Chaplin. Doodly, 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 doodly. So I look at me. Look at that. Thank you. It's Mr. Chaplin. Enough. Okay. Excuse me. Yes, my mind. No, it comes from my mustache. This is my new set of brains. This mustache does the thinking for me. Those who are inferior shall be deemed inferior. I am occupational click. Don't you know who I am? I'm occupational click.